What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace, and it's time for another new makeup release. So if you like videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I do a ton of different content, including new makeup releases. Y'all know I do eyeshadow videos normally. I usually have a Why You Don't Need series that goes up every Sunday after this video, where we do a live and talk about the eyeshadows and these new makeup releases and if you really need to get them or not. Then I do fragrance videos. I just had a fragrance video go up yesterday. Hopefully you checked it out. It was the Ellis Brooklyn Guava Garnita fragrance. And then I did the Flirt Beach Skin and Peach Skin earlier this week as well. And on Sunday, I will have the Beyonce fragrance dropping because they had it at Ulta when I went to the sacred event that they had at the Ulta by my mom's house. Finally, if you like a good fashion video, you all know you can go to my fashion channel, Gelbeauty-QM, to get all the latest fashion. From there, I do polls, I do shorts of fashion, and I also do long form fashion videos every Friday. I'm thinking about doing every Friday and Saturday now, but you all can comment down below and let me know if you'd be interested in that or not. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, I know I don't have on any makeup. I didn't feel like putting any on, and it's been a long last couple of days. I haven't been really feeling like doing any videos, but you know, I powered through and did, and I'm powering through this one, so we're just about to be here without no makeup for once. How about that? Anyway, so let's start off with, I was so excited to finally be able to tell you all about this because I've known about this for a little while. If you all know, I am a Snif ambassador, so they told us about the new fragrance, I think like a week before they even gave you all the little teaser that they gave. But it is going to be the notes of raspberry, watermelon, candy sugar, violet, cedarwood, and musk, and it officially launches on Tuesday, June the 3rd. However, they did give us an exclusive link. If you all looked in my community tab, then you saw that I had a link for early access for you to purchase the fragrance. I don't know if it's expired yet or not because I didn't check. You all know they normally send me fragrances in PR, so I did not check to see when the link ends. However, I might end up getting an extra one if I really like the way it smells. We'll just have to wait and see. But from the notes of it, I like the way it smells. Now, you can only pick this up from their exclusive website. The Nonsense brand is the one that's coming out with this, not the general Snif brand. So you'd have to go on their website only to pick this up. You can use my code GRACE10, of course, to purchase and get a discount. But I'm just so excited to be able to talk to you all about it finally. And I'm so excited whenever they come out with a new fragrance. Y'all know I love fragrances, and they're one of my top 5 fragrance houses that I rotate through consistently. So glad to see them come up with a new fragrance. Let's get into some of the skincare because I feel like I haven't heard from some of these skincare brands in a good minute when it comes to a new skincare product. So Sunday Riley has like 3 different skincare things that I'm just like, okay, girl. So it looks like they're focusing on breakouts now, because it says breakout. It is a salicylic acid cleanser for blemish-prone skin. It's a non-drying gel cleanser with salicylic and lactic acids that are used to purify and dissolve buildup without stripping moisture barriers. So that's good, because sometimes some acne medications, when you wash your face, are pretty drying on the skin. So I'm glad it's not supposed to strip the barrier of the skin. It's supposed to have witch hazel, fermented pear juice that is rich in lactic acid, gently exfoliates to smooth texture and brighten skin. And of course, the salicylic acid that it spoke of. It says breakup is a gentle cleanser that resets oily problematic skin without stripping the moisture barrier. Salicylic acid penetrates pores to break up congestion, and the fermented pear juice gently exfoliates to smooth texture. So this sounds interesting to me. It's available at Sephora right now for $35. I wish it was available at Ulta as well, because if I remember correctly, Sunday Riley is available at Ulta as well. But so far, it's saying these are only at Sephora. Then we have the Peacemaker. It has salicylic acid. It's a salicylic acid acne treatment serum. It is an acne-fighting visible brightening serum with 2% salicylic acid and 8% azelaic acid to care for skin and its barriers while clearing up blemishes fast. I don't know why I want to say pores there. And this retails for $85. So that one to me is kind of a high price. I would probably start off with the cleanser just because I'm like, it's almost $90 for a, product for serum, and I feel like that's kind of high. Then they have the AI Adaptive Retinoid Serum for blemish prone skin. So like I said, it seems like they just came up with an acne line, which, you know, I'm all here for it because I have acne prone skin. Like, I don't know if y'all can see these two like little bumps up here since I don't have on makeup for once. And yeah, this one really gave me the flux, this dark spot right here, like for a good little while. For like a week that would not bust, and this one still feels a little raised. So things like this are always exciting to someone like me who has, you know, acne prone skin. It is said it's a dual retinoid formula that works on two fronts, promoting clear, smooth texture and calming reactive skin while supporting a balanced barrier. So I like the way this sounds too, but I bet it's gonna be your arm and a leg because, you know, yep, it's $85 just like the last one. So I'll probably leave the serums alone, and I'll just start off with the cleanser and see how I feel about it. If I do get any of these things, it says this serum redefines retinol for blemish prone skin with active retinoids that clear congestion and smooth texture. This one sounds more likely for me to get as opposed to the other one because it says it helps two problems as opposed to one, and I feel like it would be a better investment as opposed to the other one. So if I did have to choose between the two serums, I would definitely get that one. But I don't plan on rushing out to get any of these per se right away, just because I do have quite a few things in my collection already that I need to get through. I've bought some acne products from TJ Maxx when I find them there. Like I got the Glossier Acne Cleanser. Plus, a lot of times when I'm washing my face, I'm usually taking off makeup. I don't necessarily wash my face in the daytime, believe it or not. Like, they say it's best to, like, wash it at night. So I usually wash it at night. I might start washing it in the daytime. I honestly don't know. But as far as, like, with acne, a whole bunch of acne products and stuff, I usually don't. So that's another reason I feel like this wouldn't necessarily be worth it to me. But to each his own. Next, we have this Drunk Elephant Lippy Mask with vitamin C. So I guess they're trying to get into the lip mask game like Laneige. It says it is supposed to, it's an ultra restorative anytime mask that visibly firms and moisturizes dry, flaky lips, makes them softer, smoother, and plumper looking. And this retails at $28. And it's on Ulta and Sephora's websites. It'll be coming for early access to Rouge clients on the 9th and everyone else on the 10th of June. And it doesn't say, and it says it's currently available on Ulta's website now. So I don't know if you can actually just pick it up from Ulta right now if you don't want to wait for it at Sephora. I'll have to check. Hopefully I linked it down below because I'm trying to link these things down below that we're talking about. But I'm personally not interested in it just because I already have like so many of the Laneige ones, and you can find the Laneige ones at TJ Maxx now for like I think $10 or $15 as opposed to I think the $28 or however much they charge for them. So it's like it'd just be a better deal to go to your local TJ Maxx or Marshalls and pick it up. So I'm personally not planning on picking this up, but again, to each his own. Next, Naturium body wash. Sorry, Naturium is coming out with a new body wash. This is the Revival Sulfur Body Wash. Our sulfur body wash gently cleanses and comforts skin while reducing the appearance of redness. Formulated with a 2% sulfur complex, fermented willow bark, and aloe vera leaf gel, this whipped non-irritating wash cleanses without over-drying the to reveal healthier looking skin. It can also be used as a facial cleanser. Now, I do like that, the fact that you can use it as a facial cleanser as well. So if you have like rosacea, maybe this would be something that's good for you, since they went out of the way to talk about helping with the appearance of redness. So I already know that it means it's not for me now. I was thinking about getting it for myself because I do want to try Naturium. I still have never tried anything from Naturium. But this sounded interesting until I found out it's mainly for redness. So I think I'll pass on it, but I was intrigued. I'm intrigued by a lot of their stuff though. So next, now I can finally talk about this. So I've known about this since March. This is the Tatcha the Dewy Milk. It is supposed to be a mineral hyaluronic acid that balances water and oil to keep the skin hydrated, a prebiotic green tea extract that keeps the skin environment healthy, treats dullness and gives the skin a radiant look. It has purple black rice barn extract, just like the original Dewy skin cream. So what they told us about this back in March was it was a light milky moisturizer with long-lasting hydration that reduces excess oil and improves the natural radiance of bouncy skin. So I could have been a part of the campaign for this, but I was like, I'd rather not, because I knew it was the dewy version. Now, if it had been like, you know, like the water cream version for people with oily, acne prone skin, that I'd have definitely jumped on board. But because it was dewy skin, I didn't want to take it from somebody who actually had dry skin, who could use the product for UGC, just so I could say I had something early and be cool. So I backed out and decided not to take this. But it's supposed to be coming out in July of 2025, so you'll have to wait and see about that. But that just shows how long ahead of time they get campaigns and stuff done, because I've known about this since March and it's still not coming out until July. Oh, so Swiss Arabian Perfumes is supposed to be coming out with revealing a new perfume Sunday, June the 1st. It shows some of the notes in it. It says a wave of summer is on its way. Aquatic, salty, and fruity. Can you sense it in the air? So I am curious to see what it's going to smell like. Oh, I meant to tell you, I've been finding Arabian perfumes at TJ Maxx and Marshalls now. So I think it was one called Cascade Caramel that I found, that I'll be doing a review on, because I told you all I wanted to get into them. And it's, I think like, literally, I think it was Friday, or yeah, I think it was like last Friday, I found one. And, I found a couple in TJ Maxx. I found a regular size one, and then I found a travel size one. So I bought the travel size one to try out to see what I felt about it. It smelled amazing in the store, but I can't wait to try it out with you all, because I feel like I'm going to have so many combinations to go with it. Now, I know I'm late to the party on whichever one it was, the Cascade Caramel, I believe, but I figured somebody would still be interested in it, because I know you all in the past have asked me about them, so I'm definitely going to try it out. So this just made me think of that, so I figured I'd tell you all now what I was thinking about it. We have the Inslee Rain coming out with the Whispering Woods palette. I believe Janet tagged me in this. They said that, it says that they had a memorial sale going on at the time she tagged me in it, but that this palette was coming soon. So I'm interested to see what the inside of it looks like. From the outside packaging of it, it looks like a palette we're about to talk about now, that I already have some of the color stories too, so I'm not super excited or jumping to get my hands on. Plus, you all know I don't really buy from Inslee Rain. However, you can use my bestie's code at Inslee Rain. I believe it's Dion Loves 15. That's her code for Inslee Rain. I believe it is. Don't quote me. That could be her code for Notoriously Morbid, and I'm confusing the two. But I know she does have a code with them, and I'll tag it when she comments on this video, so that way you all know, if you are interested in Inslee Rain, that Dion does have a code. But yeah, so this palette is the one I'm talking about that I feel like will look similar to the Inslee Rain palette, and it's called Grounded. The palette should be available for pre-order in a couple of weeks from the founder of Glaminatrix Cosmetics. So this is what it looks like, as you can see over here. It's giving really similar vibes to other palettes we've already seen. Like, it just looks like they added a fun element of red to the Undergrowth palette from Cosmic Beauty. Or it looks like they took the mint shades out of the recent Bella Beaute Bar palette, and added some neutral shades instead of the mint shades that are in it. I forgot the name. I think it's Green Goddess. It's giving the vibes of that. So I'm kind of just like, oh, okay, I already have this palette, so I guess we can add this to the duping pile. So we only have 3 palettes to dupe out. So I'm thinking about just doing a poll instead of doing a live, because, you know, for 3 palettes, I don't feel like I need to do a live. Especially because the one from last week, the Ocean Jewels, we all know I was just going to dupe it out with Cyborg Choir from Adept Cosmetics, because, you know, it looks pretty much the same. It has a couple of other matte shades in it that Cyborg Choir doesn't have, but otherwise, you know, like, it's exactly the same. And I've literally already done that video, so I'm thinking we don't need to have a dupe video this week either, just because 3 palettes isn't, personally, to me, worth it. Next, we have the Jordan Liberty and Blend Bunny palette that's supposed to be launching today as you're watching this video. You can use code Dr. Ash to purchase from them, or it might be Dr. Ash Makeup. I'm not 100% sure if Ashley's code is Dr. Ash or Dr. Ash Makeup, but I know she has a code with Blend Bunny, because when I was going to purchase the Beauty Below palette, I had put in her code and it worked. I'm pretty sure her code was Dr. Ash, so you can put in Dr. Ash and pick up this collection if you're interested. It doesn't say anything about not letting you use affiliate codes to purchase the collection. So as you can see, he has 6 brushes, these look like lip glosses and lip oils, and then there's a highlighter palette, and then there's an eyeshadow palette. So the eyeshadow palette to me is just kind of like a sunset vibe and moment. and the face colors aren't some that I would necessarily use. So to me, this is a whole pass. I've never bought any of the Jordan Liberty collections. I've seen like he had a collection with Sigma. The brushes sounded nice and looked nice. I just never picked them up. This looks fine. It's just, it looks like so many things I already have till it's like there's no need. Now, if I was new to makeup, y'all know I might be a little more interested in it, because at the end of the day, it does have some pinks and purples that are really cute. And then you get those everyday tones. And I feel like this is supposed to be a multi-purpose palette, like for your face and for your eyes and all that too. Not 100% sure, but I feel like that's the vibe that it's giving. I don't know. I think it all looks nice. It just all looks like stuff I already have, so I don't feel inclined or desire to get it. So that's just me. Oh, I almost forgot about this one. So the Trixie Cosmetics and the Teletubbies collection, which I found interesting. I don't know much about Trixie Cosmetics. This palette just kind of reminds me of a less fun version of the palette that what's her name, Annette's Makeup Corner did with Menagerie Cosmetics, her palette with them. It definitely gives me the vibe of that. It's like a neutral down version of that, because it has some of these neutral tones in it. It doesn't have the bright fun pops of like pink and other stuff she had in there, but that's just what it gives. So I figured nobody cares about me duping this out either. That's why I didn't include this in the ones I talked about us duping out for the Why You Don't Need series, just because I'm like, I don't know, I just don't see it being very exciting. Now, I never watched the Teletubbies. My son watched the Teletubbies. I think he still actually has a yellow Teletubby toy, or he had a yellow Teletubby toy until, like, you know, we went through his toys a while ago and got rid of them. So my kid knows about Teletubbies. I don't know anything about the Teletubbies, pretty much. Let's see. Oh, so I'm excited about this. I want these new blushes, or this blush extended collection from Kosas. Y'all know Kosas are some of the blushes I use the most. Like, usually when I'm in the new makeup releases videos, or when I'm doing a video, if I already have my makeup done, I most likely have on a Kosas blush. I use their blushes a lot, and the L'Oreal blushes from the drugstore a lot. So I'm excited about these new shades. Now, the berry tone one I'm not super excited about, because I already have a berry tone shade from them. However, this more vibrant, reddy, peachy looking one, I'm definitely here for. I feel like it mixes in nice with the other peach one I have from them, because I do layer their blushes. Like, I've put the berry one and that very bright light pink one I have together and made a nice combo. So I feel like this red one will go really nice with the peach one I already have from them and make a nice combo of colors. So I definitely plan on picking that one up. They're available right now for $29 on Sephora website, and I'm sure they're available on their website right now as well. So that's something I do plan on picking up. I'm not even gonna front. I plan on picking up those blushes. I'm not even gonna lie. Speaking of blushes, Benefit decided to come out with another shade of blush called Poppy. As you can see, we know who this is for. We know who Benefit is for in general. So, needless to say, I'm not worried about picking this up, just because, you know, like, Benefit don't really check for me, and I don't really check for Benefit. You know, we're fine where we are. They also came out with these 6 highlighters. They're called Glow Lola highlighters. I forgot how much they were. I think they were in the $30 price range, just like the blush. I'm not really concerned about picking these up. So yeah, it says they are super fine powder highlighters. Give your skin a light reflecting glass-like gleam. It's weightless, it's long wearing, it softly blurs, and it's pretty much everything. Just sweep it on and says roll to the glow. Okay. They look okay, but it's like, I don't know, because like it took you 100 years to come out with bronze and deep enough and all the other things it took you to come out with for 100 years. I just don't care. So yeah, I don't care. Next we have these bronzers. Sorry, the Soak and Sculpt mini bronzer books made by Mabel Mitchell. So let's see. There are 4 of them available, and they're in like sets of 4 shades. So he has light, medium, deep, and dark books for you to purchase. I thought these were it's light, tan, medium, and deep, and these are 16 pounds each. They're available on his website now. I don't know when they're coming to Beauty Bay, but I guess you can check Beauty Bay and see. I just I don't know. I like Made by Mitchell, but like, I don't really use that many of his face things. I usually use his lip products and his eye products. His lip products are really nice, and his like eyeliners like his eyeliner pencils and his like liquid eyeliners I really like. But otherwise, I don't really check for him. He hasn't done eyeshadows in like God knows how long. When he does, they're always in like this weird packaging. I liked better when he had just like the big palettes or those like little foil palettes. The little foil palette I wanted, I still have not seen. I need to go on Beauty Bay and see if they have it, because I'm definitely interested in it. His shimmer formula was really nice. I feel like he kept changing up his matte formula though when it came to the bigger palettes, and maybe that's why he stopped making them. I don't know, but I do like Made by Mitchell's brand. It's just I only buy certain things from his brand, and I've never actually tried any of his face products now that I think about it. At least I'm pretty sure I didn't. I know I have his brushes too. Those are nice, but I feel like his brand is all over the place. Like 1 minute it's this thing, 1 minute it's this thing, and lately he's just been focusing on mainly face things and not eye things, and I kind of gravitated to him for eye things, so I think that's why I don't really check for it like I used to. Plus, I don't feel like you all were really engaged when I did check for it, so that's another reason I have to think about that too, not just always what I want. Sometimes I'm like, will it be useful for what I have to do with it? And since you all didn't really engage with that stuff that much, that's another reason I kind of like fell back. But if you're interested, they're available now. So Westman Atelier finally came out with some lip liners to go with her lipsticks. They retailed for, I believe it was $29. And they're available on Sephora's website right now. If I remember correctly, it says it's a creamy pencil and true to life shades that glide without tugging to articulate your lip shape with precision, precise application and a hydrating finish. I told you I'm really not like here in the mood. Last couple days of film have been rough, and I feel like reading this stuff off is letting you know how rough it's been. No, but there isn't a brown shade that's deep enough for my skin tone. This berry shade looks like it might work, but brown people prefer a brown lip line shade. So these lip liners are not for me, but both of Westman Atelier are for me. So are we really surprised? We usually get one shade, and she didn't even think enough to make one brown shade that was deep enough. The brown shade in the middle, yes, she's not even doing it. Like, she's getting more caramel brown, and we need more of a chocolate brown. So yeah, these are, if you're brown, just don't even waste your time looking at them unless you want a berry tone. If you one of the girls who like the berry tone shades like my mom, then she made a shade for you. If you like a typical brown to go with your nudes, do not look at a Westman Atelier. Like, go to Charlotte and get Intense Pillow Talk if you want like a luxury makeup artist lip liner, because the Westman Atelier says she ain't giving it to you. Okay, yeah, so there's only a couple more things to talk about, which I thought this was going to be a longer video, but I haven't seen that much this week, so that if I don't see it, there's not much to talk about. Okay, so next we have the Dr. Queen fragrance from Ulta. Shout out to whoever used my code at Ulta. Thank you so much. So this scent was inspired by pop. It says it's a fizzy, fruity, amber scent inspired by the delicious pop of cherry soda. It's opened with a juicy cherry, zesty orange, and a fizzy ginger twist. It settles with warm cinnamon and cloves kick in before melting into creamy vanilla, amber, and musk. So this retails for 36 something. I'm trying to find where I screenshotted the information, because I know I did. Oh yeah, the top notes are cherry, orange, lemon, and ginger. The heart notes are clove and cinnamon, and then the base notes are amber, vetiver, sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. And this retails for $35.95 on Ulta's website. I'll have a link down below, or at least the link to Ulta link down below if you're interested in purchasing this. This one did sound intriguing to me, but I want to try Paul Riec's strawberry fragrance, mainly because it's his first time not like being inspired by anybody else, by him coming up with his own fragrance. So I'm excited for that for him, and I definitely want to try it out and give my thoughts. Now, I never tried his first inspired fragrance. I don't even know what it was inspired by. I came along with the second one with the, the Bianca Latte inspired fragrance. So I'm excited for him to finally come up with his own fragrance. Let's talk about this, because I was super excited about this, and I'm sure Dr. Ash and her makeup was excited about this too. You can use code Dr. Ash on this website. Now, I don't know if they're letting us buy from them or not, so I feel like you should already know who I'm talking about, because I've talked about this a couple of times, because I was butthurt that I couldn't get the Secret Garden 2 palettes. So we're talking about Cryptine Cosmetics and their Summer Symphony palette. So I like the color story of it. However, it does look similar to other stuff I already have. Like it has that, you know, like that sunsetty vibe on one side, and they just added some pops of blue into the palette. I feel like that's the part that makes it unique though, because I feel like a lot of times people just go with red in it instead of adding the pops of blue like they did. So that will be the unique aspect to this palette, I will say. However, I feel like I can definitely dupe this out with something else I already own. But knowing me, if we can buy it from their website, I might still go ahead and get it, because I'm feeling like if I buy it on launch day that they'll have the free shipping again. That's why I'm hoping that they will start shipping to America again, because if not, I'll have to buy it from, I think Dr. Azure Makeup told me about this website called Look Healthy Store, because I know I found it there and they had a discount if you purchase a certain amount where you got a certain percentage off. But yeah, so I was just like, okay, I am excited about that palette and I definitely want to get my hands on it. However, y'all know the drill. I am going to give you a dupe on it just because that's what I do. So that one and the Grounded palette from Glaminatrix are the ones I'm going to put a poll up for my community tab for you all to help me pick out this week, because I'm telling y'all, like, I just don't feel like going on live for 2 palettes. Because I mean, like, we all know you could probably dupe out the Your Liberty one quite easily with other things in your collection, so I don't even feel like I need to address that one. But you can tell me if you think we should down below or not. I'm just kind of like, I don't even feel the need to address it just because it's so, you know, basic, for lack of a better term. Lastly, let's talk about this. So Miss Hailey Bieber sold Roll to Elf Cosmetics for $1 million. Sorry, $1 billion. So how y'all feeling about that? I feel like because she was getting a lot of scrutiny over the last couple of years from it, and remember she had like a mini stroke from all the like issues and problems going on in her life, I guess she felt like it was just best to let the company go. But my whole thing is, are they gonna call it Roll by Hailey Bieber and kind of market it that way, or is it because she's already established that it's Roll and everybody knows it as, like, you know, her brand or whatever, the celebrity brand, that they're just gonna work off the name and she already put, even though she didn't say by Hailey Bieber, and is she still gonna be involved with the brand as far as, like, you know, marketing and selling it and all that? It says she found a like-minded distributor with a vision to be a different kind of company that believes in big ideas and innovation in the same way that I do, and will help us continue to grow the brand. I feel invigorated, excited, and more ready than ever to step into a even bigger role as Chief Creative Officer and Head of Innovation of Rode, as well as Strategic Advisor to Elf Beauty. So I'm guessing this is a statement she gave when she announced that she was selling her brand. But it seems like she's still involved in it, and she just sold, like, I guess the majority of her shares to the brand. I'm a little confused by the wording, but I'm feeling like that's the sense of what I'm getting. So that way, like, you know, when issues and problems go wrong, she's not directly, like, contacted about it. Like, now you know to go to Elf and complain about why your lip, what is it, lip peptides are gritty or whatever, because I've been hearing that for like at least a year. And then how customer service wasn't, like, addressing people in the proper manner when it came to that. So, and not to mention, I said she had the health issues, and then she has a brand new baby, so she probably does want to fall back and be able to, like, relax a little bit, and she might have had to do more than she'll have to do now, because there'll be a lot of other people behind her doing it, and she won't have to make as many decisions. She just gets to do the creative part and not necessarily worry about the rest of it, even though I don't feel like she was necessarily worrying about a whole lot of it. But at the same time, we don't know, she could have been like Kylie was initially, where she was really hands-on and excited and touched a whole bunch of stuff and did a whole bunch of stuff, and now she's kind of just like, you know, minimally doing it or whatnot. I couldn't really tell you, wasn't there, don't know. But I feel like this is a good thing that she kind of sold it and moved on, because if you all, I don't know if you all watch commentary videos or not, but I feel like a lot of commentary videos have been talking about how celebrities are going back to, like, you know, not being popular and not being, like, you know, the ones people look up to, and people look up more to, like, influencers as opposed to celebrities. So maybe the sales weren't doing as well either, because I heard from another YouTuber who does commentary, who does research and talks about this brand a lot, that her sales have went down quite a bit too. So I'm feeling like maybe that's another reason she didn't want to have as much responsibility and somebody else to have to take on a lot of what's going on with the brand, because of the last, I think, like year and a half, people have been complaining about things. and talking about how they don't like the way certain things are going and all that. So I feel like it was just a perfect time to like bow out gracefully. She got her opportunity and she did it, which I mean, I'm not mad at her for it, because you know, like, it might have gotten worse, because they had like an F on the Better Business Bureau a while ago. I think it was in 2024. I think it was at the end of 2024. They had an F because they weren't responding to people's customer service things, and I guess people reported them to Better Business Bureau for not doing so. So it's now back at a B, but I'm wondering if that's because behind the scenes she was working with Elf, and then they just finally announced it, and that's why she's back to a B. Or I should say Elf is back to a B now since they own it. I don't exactly know, but I do know there was a lot of like issues going on behind the scenes, so that I've never bought anything from the brand, so I couldn't tell you. I was tempted by like the milk toner thing, because I do like milky toners. I'm not even gonna front, like I use the one from The Ordinary. Members, you all know I use that one a lot when I do remember to use toners. So like, I like a good milky toner, so I was intrigued by that, but I was like, I just know the price point wasn't gonna be something I was willing to pay for, you know, like what it was actually gonna do. So that's why I personally didn't pick it up. But how do you all feel about her getting rid of her brand and selling it to Elf and just being a part of the creative process? So I feel like it's gonna be like she creates like products or things she normally uses in her skincare routine, like she puts on the brand like she started off the brand doing, and then she probably does like campaign photos and stuff like that, and then they just pretty much handle everything else like formulations and things like that, especially because they've been doing it for quite a while now. But let me know what you all think of that down below, and let me know if you were safe or not, because I feel like some of y'all not gonna be safe because of this Krypton Cosmetics palette. But let me know down below. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. The membership is down below if you want to see more content from me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. Fun doesn't have to stop here. Let's be friends over on Instagram to check out the latest fashion, fragrance, and palette comparisons, along with glimpses into my everyday life and the occasional food vlog. Make sure you head on over and follow me over on Instagram. It's Gelbeauty87 on all platforms. If you love my fashion content, remember to head on over to my fashion channel, Fashion with Gelbeauty87. And if you want some additional fashion content that you won't see anywhere else, make sure you head on over and follow me on TikTok. I have exclusive Met Gala and celebrity fashion content over there. Till next time, guys.